All right, what is the fallback system in a nutshell? It's a VR chat, FPS, graphics performance system that works on top of the safety settings that a lot of people don't know about. It was introduced about 4 or 5 months ago, but let's go through it in about 2 minutes. So I'm in a pretty busy world right now with 77 people. All avatars are shown, graphics are on, I have a mirror on here. And you're thinking, if I was unhappy with the 20 or so-ish FPS that I'm getting right now, that I could just crank up my safety settings, see some robots floating around, call it good, call it a day. I don't really like seeing the robots running around. I kind of like seeing everyone in an avatar of sorts. The fallback avatars aren't always that great, but as people learn how to customize them more, things are getting better. So let's get into how to turn on the fallback system. I'll go over safety settings in a second, but I'm just going to hop straight into performance options and get right into the avatar performance menu. By default, it's set to poor and 200 megabytes on PC VR. I recommend cranking it down to medium to start with, and it's not in order, so you have to go very poor, medium. Poor. It's not in order. So keep clicking through until you get to poor, and then I recommend changing maximum avatar download size to about 30 megabytes. And that's a starting point. You can come back in here and crank this up or down as necessary. So poor, 30 megabytes. Let's give this a shot. It's going to take it a few seconds to kind of reload or figure everything out. And you'll notice some people around me are kind of changing into different avatars now. That's their fallback avatars. Okay, everyone's loaded in. So we're a little bit higher. We got a new stream going now. 26, 27 FPS versus the 19 or so that I got. Now this is an extreme case in this world, so let's crank it down even further. Let's try medium and 5 megabytes. And in VRC worlds like this, sometimes there's no hope. If there's 80 people and tons of stuff going on, it doesn't matter what system you have, what safety settings you use, it's not going to run that great. Okay, 30 FPS. That's a little bit better. And I have no robots showing. Again, yeah, fallback avatars aren't great. So, like, I can tell this person right in front of me, I see their fallback system. Now, say you have friends that you want to see, which I've shown this friend here before. So let's go ahead and click on them and click show. So now I can choose which avatars with poor performance that I want to show. If I want to go back to just using my regular safety and avatar performance options, I can click on them like so. The more very poor avatars that you tend to hide, the better your frame rate. My recommended safety settings will go here. I tend to show voice, avatar, and user icons for everybody except for visitors. I'll show them if they're gonna, if it looks like they're being sociable and normal, I'll show them. And that's just by going and clicking on the individual person and clicking show. But I tend to leave voice, avatar, user icons on for everybody, and then for known users, trusted, and friends, I will turn on the shaders, and I turn that on and off depending on the performance in the world. Like this world, since it's almost full and has a lot going on in it, we can try turning off shaders. And when I get desperate, I limit dynamic bone usage. Give that a few seconds to kind of figure itself out. And sometimes you have to rejoin the world because if you notice, I will still have a couple of poor avatars probably showing. It's not perfect. Okay, it worked pretty well this time. Sometimes you have to rejoin the world if the poor avatars don't automatically unload when you turn on the fallback system. But now we're at 30-ish FPS, way better than the 17 to 18 that I started with. It's a livable amount of FPS. I hope this helps. Use a fallback system. Don't see robots, see fallbacks. It's a little bit better. Thanks for watching.